Welcome to week 1 of the NFL preseason, where the rookies of today hope to become the stars of tomorrow. It's the Chargers and the Rams, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 24.
This is the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight, we kick off the preseason with a good matchup right out of the gate, as it'll be the LA Chargers and their Southern California rivals, the Los Angeles Rams. Charles Davis alongside me, and I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, folks, the wait is over. Yes, it's just the preseason, but football is back in your living room.
And I'm excited. I know you are as well. The summer heat feels good on these old bones, especially because we're not putting on pads. We don't have to be out there in that heat running into other people, but I'm glad these guys are. Football is back.
And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here are the Rams set to go to work on offense. And they're led by a man who topped the 50,000-yard mark in passing for his career a season ago. In year 15 now, here's Matthew Stafford.
Stafford, the Rams won it all in Super Bowl 56, but last season was a stark contrast to that. The Rams need their quarterback to recapture his form from 2 seasons ago to help spark another postseason run.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice play on the football, and while it was tipped in the air and made everyone a little bit anxious before falling to the ground, you just know defensive players are taught to knock the ball to the ground. But early in games, emotions come into play, nerves come into play, and despite the training, the ball was tipped up. Fortunately for them, they didn't pay for that error.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play, and third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So the Charger offense making its way out, and at the controls is the league's second leading passer a year ago. At 25 years of age, out of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
The Chargers just continue to improve and take steps forward under the quiet leadership of Herbert, who's been the most productive quarterback in league history through his first 3 seasons. Over 4,700 yards last year, he's expecting to crack the 5,000-yard mark in this season.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Herbert now. Finds Johnston. And some room to work. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Gonna throw on third down with Herbert. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. Now make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively. And not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Williams. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. That's caught. Puka Nacua. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 37. Here's Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. From the 29, here's 2nd down and 2. They go back to the ground with Williams. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They run with a man from La Tech. It's Boston Scott. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. To throw is Stafford. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. And now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. Here's Herbert. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The football going back to the Rams now. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yep,
Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Back to throw. Stafford. Now that'll be caught by Kupp. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Again, it's Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. L.A. set to take over again on offense. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Bobby Brown breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now it's Herbert. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Stafford now to throw. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Now they'll send Kupp in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Hard throw, incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
Possession switching back now to the Chargers. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Over the middle, complete. It's Edwards. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He's got Mason, complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
Well, let's be honest about the whole thing. When you're looking for a reliable set of hands on third down, the first thought is often not fullback. But that's who they turn to there, and he does a nice job of securing the football and picking up the first down.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. To the right side, this is Edwards. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Edwards. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, that's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
On first down, it's Herbert. Got an open man, it's Josh Palmer. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. Up the middle, here's Edwards. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at about the 32. On play action, they'll throw. He'll get that complete to Parkinson. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Now it's Stafford. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
The clock running here, under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. He usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
On 2nd down, Williams. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Play action. Stafford. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Here's Ethan Evans now. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. L.A. readies for its next possession. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. Defensively, they were in the 3-4, and that O-line just dominated the D-line there.
Let's go with a verbal telestrator here, because that D-line has a nose over the center, and it has the 2 defensive ends over the offensive tackles. That means the guards don't have anyone over the top of them. That creates a natural bubble inside where they sprint upfield, take on the inside linebackers, and if the back hits it fast enough, there should be space to run.
Duggan. Short throw to Disley. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. First week of the preseason, probably not the pass, the impression that the rookie wants to leave right there.
Yeah, no probably about it, because that's not what you want to do to try and impress your new coaching staff, try to impress your locker room, and most importantly, yourself. Probably spent all night last night saying, don't throw an interception early. Make sure you take care of the football. Well, now he's got it out of the way. Hopefully he can just settle in and move on.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Scott. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They go again with Scott. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And this one is right through. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
The Chargers ready to take over. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
The Chargers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Duggan will look to throw this. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over 1st and 10. And the Rams now coming out on the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. 2nd and 10, Bennett back to throw again here. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Bennett now to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. There was no one around him, but he took his eye off it, and it falls incomplete. Ethan Evans on now to punt. Fielded at the 20. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. Little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Now a 2nd and 6. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Duggan now to throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. And Bennett will look to throw. Underneath, caught by the tight end, Allen. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing here on 3rd, Bennett. And that is incomplete.
That's well done defensively. They get the pressure they needed on 3rd down. All the receivers are locked up tight, and they force that quarterback to just throw it away.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Taken in at the 22. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. The Charger defensive unit making their way back out there. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Off the play fake, it's Bennett. He finds his man Johnson. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that will bring up second down. On the carry, this is Scott. Fights forward at the 20, and they'll get him down here at the 23. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
First and 10, here's Bennett. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Back to throw, Bennett. This is caught by Robinson. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Duggan looking to throw. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Here's Duggan to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. Fielded just inside the 30. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return, and the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Bennett now. A quick throw, but incomplete.
I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's a second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. Here comes the Rams punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Throwing, Duggan. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. To throw is Duggan. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And taken right on the 30. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. Now the Rams offense getting the football back. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Scott with it again on 2nd. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. To throw is Bennett. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
He has just not had his focus in this game. It's not 1 drop. It's not 2. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Dugan. He'll find his man, Simi Fehoko. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. On 1st and 10, Dugan. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Operating from the gun, Dugan. Got his man, it's Fehoko. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And they are going to have a 1st down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Duggan, that's to the sideline and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play, but sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
And his kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Back to you guys in just a minute as we've started the countdown to opening night. Remember, the preseason has shrunk from 4 games down to 3. So just 2 more weeks of preseason action follow this, and then we get it all started on the first Thursday after Labor Day. In our game, the defense is looking to be ready for the regular season.
Get this
Maybe
to about
not
the 23.
the offenses just yet.
The Chargers
but still
getting ready to go here to start
as
this
we get you
third
back
quarter.
out to Brandon
Charles, it'll
Gaudin.
be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Back to throw. Dugan. Throw out wide is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Duggan. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 41-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Dugan. His throw incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. A give up the middle to Dobbins. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Eluding the pressure right. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. Nifty move. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Well, if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing, because he just about threw that one into the first row.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Dobbins. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They'll go again with Dobbins. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
Dobbins will score. Touchdown, Chargers. Hard to argue with that being their best drive of the game so far as they use the running game to get them into the end zone.
Couldn't agree more, partner. Prior to that drive, they sputtered a little bit, but it looks like they found the formula. I would expect them to go back to that more and more as this game develops.
And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Throwing on 1st down, Bennett. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. Bennett looking to throw. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Looking to throw here, Bennett. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Tuli Tuipulotu with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on to kick it away. And a fair catch is taken here, a step or two inside the 45-yard line. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just
Dobbins hit and he fumbles. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. 2nd down and 6 now. Bennett. Underneath, caught by the tight end Allen. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. They'll run with Scott. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
1st and 10. Here's Bennett. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun, Bennett. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Tuli Tuipulotu able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Here comes the Rams punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. 64 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Duggan. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw, and that is incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen, but this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
Here's J.K. Scott now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position could get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And Bennett will look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Scott running right through him. And now running right through him. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Bennett to the air on 1st and 10. Robinson's got it. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd down and 6. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Scott. Oh, nice move. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. That good for 19 and a first down. Back to throw, Bennett. He finds his target, Allen. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards, the final tally.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They're going to run this with a tight end. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation. Scott. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different?
True.
You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. J.K. Dobbins leading the way as the offense returns to the field. He's had a good 3rd quarter. He likes whatever adjustments were made at halftime, whether those were team adjustments or just him talking to himself.
And whatever that conversation was, it was pretty good because he is running really well here in the 3rd quarter. But I like to think it is a team adjustment. Offensive line, those big escorts of his, they figured out how to block a little bit better, and he's found those holes to run through.
He has indeed. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
A 3rd quarter now, a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Duggan looking to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
The football going back to the Rams now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Bennett now. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Throwing here on 3rd. Bennett able to shake him off. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Chargers getting set to go. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll get this up to about the 44.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. So 3rd down, and defensively the Rams have added 2 extra DBs. Duggan will look to throw this. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, LA! Simi Fehoko. 54 yards. And the Chargers use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And the Rams getting set to go now. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the 2nd half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback, so that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
On 2nd down, it's Scott. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on 3rd down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. 94 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Duggan. Keeps himself upright. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Duggan. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Duggan now to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. L.A. set to take over again on offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Up the middle they go. Scott, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Bennett now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
They'll run on first down. Scott. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
Shoves him aside near the 35. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Tyler Johnson, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and 4. To throw is Bennett. And now another one thrown incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. They'll throw again with Bennett. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Bennett had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Scott.
Oh, that's sweet.
What an effort. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Bennett. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Looking to throw here, Bennett. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
So out come the Chargers. Here's Duggan to throw. Short throw to Disley. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Throwing, Duggan. Got his man, it's Fehoko. Still on his feet. Inside the 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Simi Fehoko, ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Chargers will add to their 4th quarter lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Dicker now to tack on the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Rams ready to go on offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. On 1st and 10, Bennett. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Bennett. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll go for it. Here's Bennett. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Duggan. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Here's 3rd and 6. Off the play fake. Dugan. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Taken at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. 2nd down and 4. Bennett looking to throw. Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. 3rd down and 1. Up the middle they go. Scott. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 92 yards rushing for him now as he's toted it 21 times. Bennett to the air on 1st and 10. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 2nd down and a yard. Now a handoff up the middle. Scott. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Now Bennett. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. And Bennett will look to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Back to throw, Bennett. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
And this defense definitely in his head there on 3rd down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call him for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
4th down. Here's Bennett. And it's knocked away and incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Another run here with Dobbins. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. 3rd and 5. Duggan looking to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Duggan will look to throw this. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And he will have a Charger 1st down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line. And they'll indeed take a knee. Second and 11. They'll run. It's Dobbins. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee. Well, partner, it's just preseason, but it always feels good to be in victory formation, taking the knee for the W.
Yeah, I've often thought to myself when I watch these preseason games, some teams need the wins more than others. You know, if you're established and you're used to winning, not quite the same. But if you're trying to learn how to win, it's important to get it done. And to be able to kneel down at the end, even better.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Los Angeles.